Good morning. Okay, the engineers have been, and I must admit that right now I'm feeling quite overwhelmed. But biting it down into bite-sized chunks is going to be the way through. So now it's all stripped and we can see what the damage is. The next step is to strip it more. So this is the section that needs replacing from somewhere here on the right through to the left, because you can see now it's had some shoddy repair, and the cross brace is also bent and the other side is very slightly bent. So we've made the decision that we're going to keep the existing elastic gear for now and get it all assembled and working on that before we think about replacement undercarriage. So my next job is to obviously tidying things out, get the floor out, to get the controls out, and get the loom and fuel lines and things removed from this area so that access and work can proceed. I've got the pedals out and the floor out, and I've now got the loom completely away so it's not going through the area that's going to be removed and welded. Next challenge, or the next task, is going to be to put a frame around, a strengthening frame built out of mild steel, a temporary frame, sort of like an exoskeleton, to hold the airframe in place for when we cut the girder lattice work out, because then the airframe would be totally unsupported at that point and would collapse. The exciting thing, in order to build the exoskeleton, I have bought some toys, and my first toy is this lightweight welding table, which is only 3mm top plate, but I'm a 3mm sort of a guy. So first job is to assemble the welding table. Oh, okay, finally departing the not local hardware store, because the local one doesn't stock Imperial bolts, only metric. Bloody American aeroplanes. Yeah, so today's not on a day for achieving, today is a day for setting everything up. So pleased with the new welding table. Just bought a vise to go on it and a shelf to go under the other gurney toolbox carrier thing, and then the bolts I need in Imperial bolts to set up the outside skeleton, so I can then think about cutting. And I've also got to make it screw adjustable so that I can get the length, so that I can get both sides of the opening the same length, because at the moment it's squashed up a tiny bit. I now intend to fit a engine mount cross member, external frame, so that it gives me measurement points from the front of the aircraft to the middle to the rear. Okay, so that gives me a datum basically across the firewall, which I can measure to the strut and back to the tail wheel to make sure everything's square and true, which I very much doubt it is.